Hello, everybody. Buddy Monlock here, and I'm looking forward to singing some songs for you for an hour or so. I'll be singing mostly my own songs, but kind of thinking about starting out with a Guy Clark song. I just got to see the brand new documentary called "Without Getting Killed or Caught." It's about Guy and Guy's wife Susanna, and about Townes Van Zandt too. They were all hanging out together for many years, and it was a complicated and amazing relationship between the three of them. So I think I'm gonna start with this song. The film is really great, I have to say. It even exceeded my expectations, and if you want to see it, there's a couple of showings coming up in April, and there's going to be interviews with different people who knew Guy after the film. Tamara Saviano, who made it, along with her husband, she's going to be interviewing. Let's see, Steve Earle's going to be one of them, and I just saw the first in the premiere. Rodney Crowell was one. So anyway, go to withoutgettingkilledorcaught.com and you can get tickets to the next showing. I think it's April 8th. All right, here's a Guy Clark song for you to get things going. Wish I was in Austin, in the chilly parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. But here I sit in Dublin, rolling cigarettes, holding back and choking back the shakes with every breath. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day we said goodbye. I am just a poor boy, works my middle name. If money was the reason, I would not be the same. I'll stand up and be counted, I'll face up to the truth. I'll walk away from trouble, but I can't walk away from you. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day we said goodbye. I have been to Fort Worth, I have been to Spain, and I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. I have seen the David, seen the Mona Lisa too, and I have heard Doc Watson play Columbus Stockade Blues. So forgive me me all my anger. Forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go. I'll love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day we said goodbye. Oh, I wish I was in Austin, in the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. Well, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Yeah, leave a comment there and let us know where you're watching from. I'm streaming this time direct to YouTube as well as to Facebook, so I hope that helps. I have some new equipment here too. I got a brand new camera. Let me know if it looks any better to you. And I've got a little light on the side now too. I'm doing this for you guys because I care. All right, boy, we had a big storm come through last night, and another one just a couple of days ago. I'm sure there's a few trees missing that used to be towering over streets around Nashville and Franklin and Middle Tennessee, and it reminded me of this song that I wrote with my friend Amy Spees. This is called Hackberry. Hello, old friend, old hackberry tree, weightlifter, shapeshifter, pushing through the cyclone fence, running at the sky. Atlas of a neighborhood, triple-decker, sidewalk wrecker, yawning at the moon and stars. Who knew that you could fly? The winter bone and gray, the spring twig and leafy ear, summer shimmer sway, the autumn paper tears. Climbing up your ladder, limbs knee rougher, skin scuffer, tickling the belly high. It's good to be the king. Holding up a teenage kiss, back presser, pear messer, sheltering between your roots, buried wedding ring. Your shadow circles round, walks from west to north to east, lifting from the ground the setting sun's release. It stormed last night while I was sleeping, cloud tracer, wind racer, the world went twisting up and up. Who knew that you could fly? Oh, the world went twisting up and up. Goodbye, old friend, goodbye. Thanks. Well, I had the great honor of getting to write with some veterans in the past year and a half or so. Mac Bailey from Music Therapy, the Rockies, sets these workshops up with veterans and songwriters, and I I'm going to play one that I wrote at the last one with a fellow named John Evans. Pretty much just his story here. It's called Give Me Less. Well, I'm going to take just a second in tune, I think. That's a little better, I think. Homeless man at the mission kitchen, heaped up plates and lots of bitching, once wearing old fatigues, making that word look right. Doesn't put much on his tray, won't he rest in a cuff that's frayed? Enough is all I need, he says this'll get me through tonight. Give me less. I always thought I wanted more, thought that's what I was here for. That was before. You can have the rest. Just give me less. I was him, or I could have been, when salvation was a coke and gin. I joined at 17 to make some wrong thing right, patching up some rocky kid. Didn't matter what I did, I couldn't stop the bleed, and I watched him lose the light. Give me less. I always thought I wanted more, thought that's what I was here for. That was before, but it was all a mess. Just give me less. Two tours and I mustered out, couldn't talk or I'd have to shout, just closing down the bar, and the bar got pretty low. All the voices in my head telling me I'd be better dead. I said all my goodbyes, seemed like time to go. Give me less. I always thought I wanted more, thought that's what I was here for. That was before, but it was all a mess. Just give me less. Inpatient kiss to the VA, I sobered up and stayed that way, but they gave me a job. I guess they saved my ass. Now I like me. Oh, that I've seen what they've seen. But did we fight for truth, or just cheaper gas? Give me less. I always thought I wanted more. Thought that's what I was here for. That was before we were the brightest and the best. Just give me less. Well, you can have the rest. Just give me less. Let's see. Yesterday was my birthday, and I'm wearing my birthday shirt today. Got this from Polly. Well, actually, I think I'll do this one. This is for Polly. This is a good one to sing along with if you feel like it. Mockingbird lit on the stoop. Oh, I started in the wrong place. All right, I'm going to come back to this song. That happens once in a while. I think it's the picking pattern's a little too close to the other song I was just playing, and I was getting the two conflated in my brain. So I'll do the one I was about to do. I'll be darned. Okay. Here we go. It's called Perfect. Sorry about the dog. When I wake up next to you, I feel a little shy. Feel shy when I wake up. I'll tell you why. When I wake up next to you and I see you lying there with your arm above your head and your morning hair, you look perfect to me. You look perfect to me. When you look into the mirror, don't make that frowny face. When you see another year around your waist, 'cause every year with you is a year that's made of gold. The way you feel in my arms never gets old. You look perfect to me. You look perfect legs that walk the extra mile, that face that won't go out of style. Perfect. And when we fall asleep, we're close as we can be. And later in my dreams, it's you I see. You look perfect to me. You look perfect to me. You look perfect. Okay, there's the one I got hung up on. I was out thinking on my stoop, turning my brain to chicken soup. Was I in love or was I not? And did you love me back as much or not? Lot. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, did I love it up or were we subtracting? But the wind picked up my balance sheet and took it dancing down Magnolia Street. Oh, mockingbird lit on the fence, and he put in his 2 cents. He really let me have what for. He said, pick your little lawn butt up off the porch. You thought yourself into a funk, going round and round with thoughts you already thunk. Go and collect your sweet petite and take her dancing down Magnolia Street. Just about then you came strolling by like a godsend for this lonely guy. I was deep into my troubled bit. Was I nice to you? No, I blew it. Whoops. Well, if I'm gonna blow it, that's the line to blow it on. Give me a chance to make things right, reading myself in my own sight. I'll take the lover's cross on up the hill, then push it off into the lover's landfill. We carry all this stuff around. We're not so deep, we're just weighted down. We should be nicer to our feet and take 'em dancing down Magnolia Street. So why don't you come with me, my sweet, and we'll go dancing down Magnolia Street. to try a relatively new song. Haven't recorded it yet anyway. And I get requests for this every once in a while. It's called Filament. Spotlight couldn't pin her down, she burned brighter. Radio tubes couldn't hold her sound, she burned brighter. The stars just fell in the river and drowned, she burned brighter. That was me in the wings. Couldn't see that a filament is a fragile thing. She had talent from an early age. The little girl who sang everyone off the stage. She got groomed and she got signed. Did she mind? No one thought to ask her at the time. But the spotlight couldn't pin her down, she burned brighter. Radio tubes couldn't hold her sound, she burned brighter. Stars just fell in the river and drowned, she burned brighter. That was me in the wings. Couldn't see that a filament is a fragile thing. To hit records and a world tour. A bad girl image, the artiste du jour. I got hired on to mind the road, make sure she showed, so everybody got what they were owed. But the spotlight couldn't pin her down, she burned brighter. Radio tubes couldn't hold her sound, she burned brighter. Stars just fell in the river and drowned, she burned brighter. That was me in the wings. Couldn't see that a filament is a fragile thing. She came to me once in Amsterdam. Pick up running, she just took my hand. Kissed me hard and said my name. All that pain, looking for an eye in the hurricane. The ambulance came to a stop, she burned brighter. Flashbulbs flickered, fried and popped, she burned brighter. The sun came up and my heart dropped, she burned brighter. That was me in the wings. Couldn't see that a filament is a fragile thing, or a filament is a fragile thing. A filament is a fragile thing. I see a happy birthday there. Thanks for that. Thanks, Jackie. I think your little one had a birthday recently, too. Well, let's see, what did I write down on my list here? Let's do this one. This is another kind of new one. lights are all that I see when I remember the last time you drove away from me. You drove away and you didn't come back. Two red tail lights fade to black. You've been here and you've been gone, then here again, and so on. Sorrow and relief, I don't know which is worse, but if you wanna leave again, gotta come back first. Come back first, come back last. Hey, you could just stay and save all that gas, but I'm your love and I'm your curse. So if you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. I keep looking at the kitchen door and 3 Cheerios on the floor. The clock just stopped. No, there it goes. When did a second get so slow? All in all, it's all a mess, and I'm just trying to do my best. You might feel sweet, you might feel hurt, but if you want to leave again, gotta come back first. Come back first, come back last. Hey, you could just stay and save all that gas, but I'm your love and I'm your curse. So if you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. If you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. Tail lights are all that I see when I remember the last time you drove away from me. You drove away and you didn't come back. 2 red tail lights fade to black. I'm gonna try this one. I haven't played it all that much, but I really like this song. It has some physics in it. I have a few songs, actually, a couple anyway, that make some reference to physics. I was always fascinated by that stuff, and boy, what a time to be alive in if you like physics. It's changing all the time. So let's see if you can pick up the physics references in this song. Sorry about that. Here we go. It's called The Universe in This Room. I wrote it with Jenny Almsemius in Sweden. We were on a songwriting retreat on the beautiful island of Gotland, run by a couple of friends of mine. And yeah, actually, you can write in and I can answer questions for you. Well, you can write in on the comments today too, but if you're on my mailing list, then you can actually correspond with me because every time I send a mailer out, you can just hit answer. What do you call it? Hit reply, and it'll come right to me. I'm having actually a little trouble with my my service right now, so I didn't send one out this time. But I'm glad to see so many of you tuned in today. Anyway, here's the song. It's called "The Universe in This Room." impossible angles, painting the floor with geometry. The sun and the moon and two hearts entangled, fighting momentum and gravity. The clock on the wall is running in circles, it stumbles a minute too soon. The look on her face and the weight of each word pulls the universe in this room. She's packing her clothes as he looks on in wonder. How did they come to this place? How did two people so close to each other find themselves lost in space? She puts her spare keys on top the piano where she once played for him Claire de Lune. But no music is heard in the vacuum between them, a universe in this room. How do you stop the earth from turning? How do you stop a heart from burning? She puts on her jacket and stands in the doorway, taking a long look around. He's searching for words and feeling the floor sway, but neither of them makes a sound. Sun streams in at impossible angles here on the far side of the moon. Two people stranded together alone in the universe in this room. I think the sun is streaming in at impossible angles today too. If you're noticing the brightness change on the video here, every time it goes behind a cloud, it looks about how I set it up before the show, and then it comes out again, and I get bright. Still getting used to the new camera thing. Okay, any requests out there? I haven't seen any yet. I'm not able to see all the comments, but every once in a while I can catch one. So yeah, if you got a request, throw one up there, and I'll see if I can get to it the next song. I think I played this one last show, and I wrote this originally a long time ago, and I've kind of revived it lately. I wrote it so long ago that I forgot it, and about 2 years ago I was driving back from Colorado, and I took the southern route. I went down through along the Front Range there, and then got into New Mexico, and then drove across through Texas. And while I was making that drive, I rewrote the parts I couldn't remember to this song. It's called West Texas Cafe. Racing away from the sunset, straight into the turquoise sky. The telephone poles like his old friends rose from the old and bid him goodbye. The panhandle was flatter than Teflon. He slid cross like an egg being fried. Then it's out of the pan, and he's hoping he'll land in the future on his sunny side. So long, you West Texas cafes of dusty adobe where the waitresses smile. He's off to find his own fortune that waits for him only and calls calls across the miles. The big muddy was thick as molasses as he crossed over to Illinois, where the corn was as high as a bell rider's thigh, and the beans in the fields were all soy. Then he finally pulls into Chicago, where the stockyards are short one cowpoke. Starts saving his dough for his dreams, don't you know? And he knows how to live like he's broke. So long, you West Texas cafes of dusty adobe, where the waitresses smile. He's off to find his own fortune that waits for him only and calls across the miles. Then the years all stacked up like tortillas, but he finally collected his stake. Now he's known as the guy with these words to live by. You can eat it and still have your cake. That's the story on the back of the menu, but the best stuff is all inside. You can order it rare, but you should be aware all the sirloins arrive chicken fried. Welcome to the West Texas Cafe. It's plastic adobe, but the waitresses smile. Good food that don't cost a fortune, the best chili on the Magnificent Mile. Best grub in Chicago, grilled up Texas style. Uh-oh, now I got a bunch of requests. First of all, Poetic Justice from Clisha Fuller. I'll do that one first. And Night Song from Brandon Spellman, and Fire of Change from Patty Schaffner. Okay, see if I can get all those in. I may have to get you to remind me every once in a while. Polly? Here's Poetic Justice. Wrote this with my pal Tom Kimmel. I was kind of fortunate on this one. Tom had a big bunch of this song already written, but he was stuck on it. And this was the first time we were getting together, and we were just kind of hauling out our notebooks and seeing if anything struck a chord with the other guy. And then finally Tom pulled this out and he said, you know, I've been working on this for like a year, and I just don't know where to go with it. I don't know how to finish it off. And I took a listen to what he had, and I'm like, boy, I'm right there with you, Tom. Let's work on that. I'm so glad he let me in on this one. So I was not the one you wanted. You can see I'm reconciled. Must you be so disappointed? Can you not carry on in style? Is it too much to say we loved hard till the world fell back in place and left us where we are? I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate, while the whole palace slept and I never rang the bell. Maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell. When the fortune wheel is spinning, luck is fortune's dirty joke, and a player's chance of winning is diminished by his hope. Can't you laugh just to think of the cold we had running through our hands when we were on a roll? I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate and declare what was mine I stole from someone else. Maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell. It's hard to tell why the solid ground surprised us when we fell. It's hard to see, it's life or breath, or just so many bitter words beneath your breath. Is it too much to say we loved hard till the world fell back in place and left us where we are? I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate while the whole palace slept and I never rang the bell. Maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell. I feel like the king when the queen loses hope and the crowd rushes in to praise the gallows pole and declare what they must do. I'm doing to myself, well, if that's poetic justice, how can anybody tell? Oh boy, well, we got a lot of requests here. Canary Song, Ugly One, Heavy Coat, all from Sharon. I'll see if I can get one of those in. Let's see, what was one of the other ones earlier that you held up for me, Polly? Oh, I think I know. Fire of Change and Night Song too. Let's see if I can get Fire of Change in here for Patty. Patty, I've been watching the progress of your painting on Facebook. It's really, really amazing. Really great. Way to go. On the last day of summer, I aimed myself home, headed west from New England, and a month on the road. That day one tree and hundreds of the Allegheny Range was burning with the fire of change. I smelled smoke on my jacket, started to smile. I think that grin lasted for quite a few miles as the sun kissed the highway, made the concrete blush. I saw you in the burning brush. Standing there on a hillside, fire from inside. One tree surrounded on all sides by 100 still green. I pulled off on the shoulder and thought for a while. I saw that one tree had exactly your style. In a forest of peers who were wearing their past, I saw you, you were changing so fast. Standing there on a hillside, burning a fire from inside. One tree surrounded on all sides by 100 still green. In that moment I saw from the heat of that flame, in time that whole hill might be burning the same, but that day just 1 in hundreds, the Allegheny Range was burning with the fire of change, with the fire of change, with the fire of change. I think I saw Night Song in that list. Give it a go. Thought just kinda struck me as I'm lying here awake. There's no accounting for the path a sleepless mind will take. But since I came upon it now, I thought I'd set it down. So maybe I could let you know the next time you're around. Your mind just sort of dances in the time before you sleep. You think you grasp a lot of things, but very few you keep. So as these thoughts were passing through, I let most of them go. But I held this one for you because I thought you'd like to know that I could love you. I could love you. And when that just occurred to me, I couldn't help but smile. It's funny, you can puzzle over things for quite a while. Never seem to know for sure which way you're gonna go. I guess I just suspected it, but just like that I know that I could love you. I could love you. mind just sort of dances in the time before you sleep. You think you grasp a lot of things, but very few you keep. So as these thoughts were passing through, I let most of them go. But I held this one for you because I thought you'd like to know I could love you. I could love you. Hey, thanks for asking for that one. I got to remember to play that one more often. What else did I have up there? Polly? Oh, let's do Canary Song. Get the old banjo out here. I'm going to try something here too. I'm going to see if I can adjust the brightness on that camera there, the exposure on it. Because the sun seems to want to be out right now. There we go. See how that works. This is a song I wrote with my old pal Garth Brooks. Garth and I had the same managers very early on in our careers. And let's see, move this way a little bit, get the neck in there. And so we got thrown together a bunch in those early days especially. And we wrote a few songs. This is one of them. It's called Canary Song. While the mockingbird warbles near the mountain spring, down in the mine a canary sing in a deep dark hole where men didn't belong home. Listen to our lives in a canary song. I remember mountain mornings so quiet I could almost hear the wind in the red tail's feathers and the breathing of the deer. Those old tracks seemed to go forever. As a child I'd walk with tea, finding diamonds in the cinders, digging chunks of coal away. As the morning faded evening, so too came my time to follow down in my daddy's footsteps and leave the mountain for the mine. We'd always bring a bright canary, a link to the world of here, for we knew how she gets singing wouldn't suffocate down there. While the mockingbird warbles near the mountain spring, down in the mine a canary sang in a deep dark hole where men didn't belong home. Listen to my life in a canary song. We'd listen for the sunlight, for wings against the sky. We'd listen for the dreams that make men try. But once again I left the mountain to find work when the mine shut down. Those old tracks don't go forever, they end in this hole they call uptown. All I brought was this canary, as I wake from dreams of home. I pray I'll hear you singing, Fear silence cold as stone. While the mockingbird warbles near the mountain spring, in a cold winter room, a canary sings, living in this home where I don't belong home. Listen to my life in a canary song, while the mockingbird warbles near the mountain spring. In a cold winter room, a canary sings, living in this home where I don't belong home. Listen to my life in a canary song. Hey, thanks you guys for tuning in today. And thanks for all your requests. I don't think I'm going to get to every single one of them. But I'll do 2 more songs for you here. We'll go just a little bit over. Hey, Jonathan Bird tuned in. Hey, Jonathan. Man, good to see you. I miss you, man. Jonathan does amazing live streams. Well, he does amazing concerts anyways. But yeah, check out some of his live streams for now until you can catch him live. He's one of the best of us out there. He really is. Wrote this with Parish Brown on the island of Innisfree. Sorry, Inisheer in Ireland. I am called the ugly one. They say I was found not born. I take my place outside the fire, for I am strangely formed. But I dream pictures, I draw on the stone. I can't use the fire stick, I use the white rock too. Red blood from my fingertips, and the flower that bleeds blue. I dream pictures, I draw on the stone. Make my mark when the mountain top explodes. Make my mark when the healing berries grow. Make my mark when there's nothing left to eat. Make my mark when we finally kill the beast. I am old and ugly still. I hear the spirits fall, but I will leave my imprint here on the memory wall. I will leave my imprint here on the memory wall. will leave my handprint here. Thank you everybody for tuning in today. Thanks for all those who threw a little bit in the hat with PayPal or Venmo, or I just went to my mailbox the other day and there was a check in there too. And that information is in the comments. Terry's been posting it from time to time. And also, I think it should be in the information on the video. Like if you're watching on YouTube, there's right below the video you can see how to throw in the hat on the tip jar and stuff. I'm going to end with this song today. Thank you, Terry Stewart, for being here as always, hanging in with me during these times when nobody's on the road. Terry's my agent. She's having to sustain herself on the dribs and drabs we can send her. Thanks to my friend Polly. She's working tech back there, transmitting your requests to me via analog means, actually. Sing this one along with me if you can, if you feel like it. Hey, I think we're going to try some new stuff next time. I'll be doing this again in about a month, just like I am, but I think I might try a Zoom concert somewhere in between now and then. And I'll get my newsletter out and let you know how to tune into that, how that's going to work. Thanks for all the happy birthday wishes too, you guys. I love you all, and I sure appreciate it. I'm doing just fine. Actually, I'm getting my second Pfizer dose in just a couple of days. That's a pretty good birthday present, I think. I count you my friend. Nothing complicated about it. I count you my friend. This change, I doubt it. I guess I knew you all along, even though it ain't been long since we met. But something tells me I'm not wrong. Friends like you, I don't forget. Have you noticed how the light has changed? A little brighter every day now it seems. I tell you now that's nothing strange. It looks that way when it's shining off dreams. I count you my friend. Nothing complicated about it. I count you my friend. Will this change? I doubt it. When the going gets a little rough and they're lining up to box our ears, we won't even show 'em our best stuff. We'll send 'em back and cry baby tears. And when the beauty of this world won't sleep and it tries to wake us up and make us cry, we won't be afraid to laugh and weep. We'll be safe in each other's eyes. I count you my friend. Thank you, everybody, for being here with me today. This was a pretty great birthday present to have you guys all show up for it. So thanks for that. Get your vaccine when it's your turn. Please don't hesitate on that. That's the way we're all going to get back to something like normal again, so I can come out and play for you in person. All right, I love you all. Take care, you guys.